Hey guys, it's Vinaya. I wanted to do a little all about me episode so you guys can get to know me and know who's filming these videos. So once again, my name is Vinaya. My middle name is Joy, and I'm named after two different people. My mom's cousin's middle name is Vinaya, and so she loved that, and Joy is named after a teacher who really influenced her. So fun fact, when I go places and they ask for my name, I always say Joy, because it's a lot easier for them to say it, to spell it. So I always go by Joy everywhere I go when coffee or restaurants and they need names, so I always go by Joy. I am originally from Klamath Falls, Oregon, so Southern Oregon, and now I'm here in Philomath, Corvallis area of Oregon. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, I'm looking at some questions to get to know you, so, because it's hard to figure out what to say about your own self. I was born in Coos Bay, Oregon. I kind of moved around a little bit as a kid. My parents did get divorced when I was about 12, 13, so I kind of moved around a little bit. Let's see. Favorite things about myself, I love photography, and I've done photography projects as my senior project when I was in high school. I love taking pictures of friends, of family, sometimes even just going on a walk to the park and just taking pictures of things that catch my eye. I'm closest to my mom. We basically refer to ourselves as the Gilmore Girls. We're that close. She's one of my best friends, and I love her. What relative was important to you growing up, and why? I would have to say my grandma, my mom's mom. Bless her, she passed away a couple years ago, or it'll be almost 2 years. She was like my mentor, my everything, you know, that one person you always looked up to. You could call her and we would talk for hours on the phone. So it was really hard for me when she passed away. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Funny story, they thought I was a boy, so when obviously I was born, they were surprised that I was a girl, so luckily they had a girl name picked out, but I would have been named Hunter, so crazy. Biggest accomplishment. My biggest accomplishment would have to be getting my associates while being a mom. It is really hard and tiring and stressful being a full-time student and being a mom, and at one point I worked 2 jobs alongside that. So my accomplishment is being a mom and finishing the first part of my schooling, and now I just have a couple 2 to 3 years left till I officially get my teacher's license. So that is my accomplishment. My eye color is blue, though I've had people tell me that it looks a little gray sometimes, but no idea. Let's see. Favorite color is purple. I used to play volleyball. I started to play since like 4th grade, and I've played in clubs and in high school, middle school and high school, and I've even coached 3 different volleyball teams before, and I love coaching, because volleyball is my favorite sport. So, like this video, volleyball is your favorite sport. You can comment below what your position was. I played the setter. Favorite quote, I would have to refer that to a Bible scripture, which is Philippians 4:13, and that one's mine. Let's see. Song, I have so many favorite songs, I don't think I could really pick a song. I do like to listen to pop and country. Let's see. There's so many questions on here, I don't know what to pick out. So, as far as my schooling goes, I graduated high school in 2013 and straight away went to college. Eastern Oregon University, was there for a couple terms, and then you know how financial aid is, sometimes it kind of messes up, and so then I went back home and I kind of was back and forth of where I was living, and then I landed here kind of where I'm at now and went to the community college and was there for a couple terms, and then I was pregnant, so then I stayed home until Brian was a little bit older, and then I just now finished my associates there. So now I'm going to Western Oregon University, which that school is known for their education program, so I know it's a really good school, and this university is small, that it's not a big campus, which I love because not necessarily anxiety, but I get nervous, and when I don't know people or where I'm going, I kind of like resort to a little shell, and I just don't like being around people or places I don't know very well. So I'm glad that this campus is small, and I'm excited to start that at the end of September. I want to teach 2nd grade. I like the younger kids, but not quite old enough to really know a whole lot, so I'm hoping to teach 2nd grade. And for those who don't know, I have a son, Brian, who turns 3 September 15th, so pretty soon he will turn 3, and it has gone by so fast. If you have a kid or in the same boat, you know that they just grow so fast, and soon he'll be in kindergarten, and I don't know what I'll do. I have a boyfriend, and he's the love of my life. He's Brian's dad, and we have been together for almost 4 years. We still aren't married, but we're waiting till we are financially ready to get married and have a wedding. We are currently living with his dad right now, which is working for us, so we're hoping within the next year that we could have our own place, and once we're financially, stable, that we can, get married and everything will be on the right track the way we want to. My favorite season is autumn, fall. I like the leaves, how they change, and how the weather starts to get a little bit cooler, because when it's summer and you want it to be over because it's so hot, and I think fall is a good weather where it's not so hot and not so cold, so that's my favorite. I am a coffee drinker all the way. Love coffee, and I feel like if I don't drink coffee, then I get a headache. If you're a coffee drinker like me, I'm sure you understand, you feel me. I know sign language, so that's a cool language, and I love doing it. I've known it for years now. My mom is a special education teacher, so growing up she would teach me little signs like the alphabet and like bathroom and stuff like that, and so I knew those things. And then when I was a sophomore in high school, they taught sign language at the high school, so I took that. And now with Brian, I have taught him signs here and there. He does have a slow speech development. He was born with a tongue tie, and so if you don't know what that means, you can Google it, but it's where the underneath of your tongue goes like basically to the tip of your tongue, and so he had that. And it's been almost 2 years now, we got it clipped, so now his tongue is super long, but he can't really speak a lot of words. He does his gibberish, which is crazy, and you don't know what you're talking about, but you kind of just go along with it. He's doing 2 different speech therapies, which I think he is doing great in, but because he can't really talk, I've taught him sign language, and he knows more signs than he can actually speak words, so it's kind of cool that he can sign. So there's that. I did a first job, that would be babysitting. My most recent job was working at KFC and A&W. They had it combined. I don't know if a lot of states do that, but here they had an A&W and KFC combined, and that was interesting to say the least. But it was fun. I got to see how the chicken was made and all that fun stuff that you see in the commercials. I know how things are made and what we do, and it was a lot of fun. But then I was let go because they were overstaffed, and during that time of the season, not a lot of people came, so I was just one of the few that they let go. I was upset about it, but now I think I'm okay with where I'm supposed to be and being a stay-at-home mom, and I love it. And now when school starts, I'll be doing school, so I'm excited for that. So I have, if you can tell, my hair is down and it's very curly. Today I felt leaving it down, putting product in my hair so my curls stay, and actually putting a little bit of makeup on. I don't know if you can tell, this lighting is kind of weird. So yes, I have curly hair, but with all this heat that's going on this summer, and with the smoke, and the fires that have been going on with Southern Oregon and Northern California, the smoke has reached where we live, and it's hazy out, and so it's hot, so my hair is constantly up, as you've seen in my previous 2 videos that I've had. But today I've kind of been lazy and felt like kind of doing my hair a little bit. So it's coming along. As the weather starts to cool off, then my hair probably will be down more. But my thing is, when it's hot, my hair is constantly up. I don't need makeup on, so I don't really wear makeup that often anyways. But when I do, it's just mostly eyeshadow, eyeliner sometimes, and then mascara. So that's usually what I do. My favorite time of day would probably be the evening, because usually, especially in the summer, sometimes how in the evening time it starts to cool off and there's sunsets, and it's just so pretty to be outside and hanging out with my family, and so that is my favorite time of day. Favorite candle scent? Ooh, I don't know. I kind of like the cinnamon apple smell, or sometimes the lavender one. It's hard to tell, especially when you go to Bath & Body Works all the time. I'm almost like a hoarder with their products. I have a whole bunch of sprays and lotions that I feel like there's different seasons that you can have different scents and smells, and if you're like that, thumbs up. Like this video. Comment what your favorite scent is. Are you a good cook? Not really. Luckily, my boyfriend is the cook and chef of the family, and so he cooks amazing food, so I'm glad on that. I didn't really grow up. My mom kind of cooks a little bit, but she can't really cook either, so I didn't really grow up with a lot of experience cooking food. I mean, the general sandwiches, mac and cheese, that type of thing, I can do that. Let's see, what else can I say about myself? Here's another question. Do you have a tattoo? And yes, I do. I'm not quite sure if you've seen in the past 2 videos I posted, but I do have 7 tattoos. They all mean something, so they're not just, oh, because it looks cool, I'm gonna put it on me. No, every single one I have represents something that's meaningful to me. I can show you, maybe. I don't know how else it's gonna go, but the Roman numeral 3, I got that to represent me and my 2 brothers. And then, let's see, this compass, kind of see that a little bit on my arm. I got that to represent that no matter who comes in my life, who or where I am, what pathway I take, that to stay true to my own, my own true self. And so I really like that. I do have a lot of people and sometimes random people coming up to me asking me if I get lost all the time. So I mean, there's that. And then, of course, this on my left wrist says strength, and it's, again, after my favorite Bible verse. And then recently I got this one, and it says love Granny, and that's in my grandma's handwriting, so I got that to kind of represent her and how close we were since she's passed away now, so I got that. There's 2 behind my ears. They're different. This one is a little bow that I got matching with one of my close friends who I met through volleyball, and the other one is like the I love you sign, but in the middle of the fingers is a heart. My cousin and I got that together. We're pretty close, and we both know sign language, so that fit close, and then on my right kind of shoulder back area, I can post a picture of it because I can't really show it. Well, maybe. Let's see if I can show it. There we go, a little bit. It's the shape of a foot, and it's got all of Brian's birth information, so the date, the year, the time, the length, the weight, all of him. So that's what I got, and I plan on getting more, but tattoos are expensive, so who knows. With tattoos and teaching, I feel like that shouldn't matter because, I mean, yes, these tattoos define me, but it doesn't matter how I teach, so that's what I think about it personally. Yeah. Have I gone out of the country? If you can consider, well, Canada's a separate country, but it's right alongside the United States. But I have been to Canada before. However, that was for a day. My family and I went and visited my grandparents who lived in Sequim, Washington, which is the very tip-top of Washington. So we went to their house, and then we ended up driving to where we could ride the ferry over. So we rode the ferry over to Canada and was there for the day, and I was probably about 10, 11, something like that. It was a lot of fun and wish we could have stayed there a lot longer. We went to the museum there, and they had a section for the Titanic, and it was really cool because they gave us little boarding passes, and it actually had information on the actual people that was on the Titanic, so it was really cool to see all about them and the passenger information, so that was a lot of fun. Besides that, I've only been to the states surrounding Oregon, so Washington, California, Idaho, and Nevada. Those are the only states I've been to. Haven't really had money to travel much, but I think a long time goal would be to be in every single state around the U.S. That'd be really cool, but I doubt that's going to happen. Let's see, what else do you want to know about me? Ooh, here we go. What TV show do you like? Okay, mine is Supernatural. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you do, like this video, comment below. But Supernatural is my all-time favorite TV show. I'm just now about done with season 13, ready for season 14 to be aired. I'm so excited about that. Another show, I did love Castle. Upset that they ended their series, but I love Castle. That was another one. Criminal Minds, another great one. If you kind of see it, it seems like it's a pattern with the favorite shows I like. Ooh, what would you name your daughter if you had one? I've actually loved this name for a girl. I really honestly wanted a girl, but I'm glad I have a boy. So hoping next child will be a girl. But I love the name Aaliyah, and I like my middle name Joy, and I like Aaliyah Joy fits really well. And then since I was really close to my grandma, her middle name was Marilyn, and I kind of almost wanted to tie that name into my daughter, so it would be, she would have two middle names, which does exist. I don't know if you have two middle names. If you do, comment, like this video. My two brothers have two middle names. I got only one, but it would be Aaliyah, Marilyn, Joy, or flipping those two around. I don't know, but I wanted to tie all those together, so that's what I would name a girl if I had one. Yeah, there's a lot that I'm looking on here, but I don't know what to choose because there's there's a lot on here. Vanilla or chocolate? I like chocolate. What is your favorite ice cream? Comment below what your favorite ice cream is. Actually, my favorite ice cream is cookies and cream or cookie dough. That's what I would have to choose. Well, Brian is waking up from his nap because I can hear him in his room screaming, so I'm going to get him. But I hope you enjoy getting to know me a little bit. Sorry about how the last video ended. things were crazy that night, so I just put the video together and kind of left it at that. Again, I'm still trying to figuring out how this editing and vlogging goes, so bear with me, but I'm hoping as time goes I will get better. So I will record videos maybe sometime this coming week or something like that. Maybe another day with Brian. Going to the library. We do need to return his library books and get more, so maybe I'll do a little trip to the library, to the park, something, I don't know, but I will catch up with you guys later, so don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!